Heard you got the, so entrepreneurship in the weed, or just medical marijuana or whatever they want to call it. How is that business?
Not just got the license, man.
Okay.
I'm finna kill this shit.
Woo. Woo.
They thought I mopped up the cocaine game. They thought I mopped up. I started selling cocaine at 19 years old.
Mm. Mm.
Knew absolutely nothing. Had never heard of the word marketing.
Wow. Wow.
Had never heard of teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Had never heard of the internet.
Wow.
Now
Wow.
you're talking about, after I did that, now I read over 300 books.
Woo. Right. Facts. Woo.
14 on marketing. I don't know how many on the internet.
Right.
I don't know how many on leadership, management,
Mm.
how the mind work.
Right. Basically, right. I'm telling y'all, man, make sure y'all get these books too, because I want y'all to understand, we only get one life, y'all. We only get one life to watch this thing go full circle. And a lot of people haven't made that full circle, and a lot of people ain't reached their peak. And like I say, it's a blessing to be on here with you, Free. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you. I appreciate you having me on here and spreading the word, because more people should know. I'm shocked that people didn't recognize. But a lot of the stuff that I've done since I've been home, they took all my credits.
And that's what I was telling him. It's crazy you say that. My son just came home from college, and I was telling him, he didn't know nothing about Black Wall Street. And I was kind of telling him, he was like, why, Dad, why? To the youth, the older one, to us being older, they look at us like, well, they don't really know what our problems stem from. I've been trying to teach my son at 21 to understand. I'm like, yo, some things we still fighting for, because there's some things we still don't have that we did have at one point in time. So I was explaining Black Wall Street to him the day that we did have our own everything, like you said, the white and black bathroom. We were segregated,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And we wasn't going over there, you know what I mean? So you even bringing that up was just like,
well, we still segregated. We segregate ourselves now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's
we they used to have to they used to make us go on the bus. Now on the back of the bus. Now we go on the back of the bus on our own. They don't even have to tell you to no more. You just go.
For the man, we don't even need nobody to tell me I'm going to the back.
Man, I look at it like I turned myself into a slave.
Right.
I mean, they threw the trap out there. They threw the bait out, sprinkled the bait all around. And I wasn't smart enough not to bite.
Right.
Because I always had it in me. I was always who I am today.
Right.
That I could deal with people, function with people the way I do right now. It was always there. But I allowed the system to corrupt, my way of thinking.
Right.
I don't think that Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, I would like to go head up with all of them. Let's start on equal playing ground.
Yup.
With the same opportunities.
Yup. And see who can
and see what happens.
Right. Oh, they ain't gonna play fair.
I love a challenge. I used to play 21 and horse and we in the joint, we shooting to see who can make the most shots in a row. It's just a game.
Right.
And really that's the way this entrepreneurship is. And when you start to look at this as money becomes your God, means that you worship it and everything that you think about is money. And some people, my mom used to tell me, boy, all you think about is money, 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 money. I say, no, Mom, you got it wrong. All I think about is making the money.
Making the money.
It's a difference.
It's a difference.
It's a difference.
It's most definitely a difference.
I just want to make it.
Exactly.
I don't love it.
Exactly.
I don't cherish it. I give it to other people. I give it to here, you take it. You love it, you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you take it and what you gonna do with it.
Right. Right.
And when you living like that, they can't like they can't give me a job.
Right. Right.
If I want a job, I just go in there and start working.
You feel, yo, come on, y'all. Y'all hear this?
Let me tell you what I've done since I've been home. Planet Rock with Ice-T.
Mm-hmm.
Got nominated for a Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
Freeway Cracking the System. And all these, none of them gave me credits. None of them gave me credit. You look at all of them, none of them. Cracking the System, I dreamed that up in prison.
Oof. See what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I got 75 to 80% of the people who played in it to play in it, to talk. So I should have got a producer's credit. I should have got writer's credit. And I should have got a director's credit. They gave me none of those.
Facts.
But I wasn't working for money or credits.
Wow.
See, I don't work for money or credits. I felt that the world needed to see Cracking the System.
Right.
So that they would.
The culture. See, you was looking at it from a culture perspective. Like, you know what? Who better to tell it? That's why I love my platform, Rick, because this is what this platform is for. Exactly what you're doing right here. For the people to tell their story the way that it was supposed to be told, not always being told by them, and they add they nicks and crannies and all this to it. You actually, this is you living this in real time.
Yeah. Then we got the one with what was that one called with Eminem, 50 Cent that came out. It went to theaters.
I know what you what's the name of that movie? I know what you're talking about though.
I put the Westbrooks together. I got their deal that came on BET. At that time when they got the deal, it was the biggest reality show ever on BET.
Mm-hmm.
They got the biggest check. What else did I put together? John Singleton and me were working together. He stole my idea and did Snowfall, which is on TV right now. I get no credit. They don't even mention my name. You know, but everybody know who.
I had to cut you off, Rick. Now you're talking about that. Kill the Messenger was
another one. They called me when it wasn't getting no momentum. They had Gary Will's wife to call me and ask me, would you come out and help promote it? Michael K did come and sit down with me and ask me, was it cool? You know, I mean, real respectful. And you know, when he first asked me, I said, hell no, they ain't got no room for me. Hey, but you know, I thought about it. You know, he told me it was going to be a break for him, and I thought about it. I said, man, the brother get his break.
Right.
Back up.
Right.
So that one. What else? Oh, right now my boys got the bid.
Right. With A-Town and them in there, you know, it's crazy because I just talked to A and
I walked those brothers into the company that gave them their distribution deal. Boom. I walked them in. I walked them into the office. And you ask them, if you ever talk to them, you ask them what I did. I walked them into the office, told my man I love the movie, and walked out. And
the rest was history.
Yeah. They cut their own deal. I don't even know how much money they got. Or if they got any money.
That's what I love about being from Philadelphia, man. We know one thing for certain. Them opportunities are not coming like it's not. It's a lot of competition here. There's a lot of great talent here. So for you to walk those brothers in there and walked out and allowed them to be their own men, and they came out of that room successful after you walked them in and walked out and left them in there. Come on, man. That deserves a round of applause. Why? Because of the simple fact, most people will look for the person that walked them in there to do the talking, to do the this and that and that and that. But then when the money comes, it's like, well, no, you know, it was about us though. No. You only. That's respect, right?
And sometimes they kill the deal.
That's what I'm saying.
They want so much, they kill the deal.
And then it make you look, it's like then when you walk them in, it's like, well, how you walk these brothers in here that don't know that's bigger than their own value? It ain't even show us no value. But see, you walk two men in there that know the hustle, that know that grind, that got that drive, that dedication, that determination, and that ambition. Like they said, that you said that you had to just say, I ain't doing it for money. But you know what? I deserve my credits and I deserve certain things because y'all know I'm the marquee.
No doubt.
Crazy. That's crazy, Rick, man. I appreciate. Look, I'm telling you, I'm giving you your roses now. Rom, your favorite rapper, telling you now, I'm giving you your roses now because, like, you know, people, you know, we look at these kids, look at these Scarface movies and stuff like that, and look at some of this fiction and don't realize that it's people, real life human beings that lived out some stuff that God allowed them to still be here to be able to tell these stories that will help you succeed. Y'all might not get it 10 years now. Y'all might not get it 10 years later, but y'all going to get it because he's leaving history here for y'all to grasp.
Yes, yes.
But to sit down and read a book, read a chapter a day.
Oh my goodness. You know, what I found out, what really got me with the books. In prison, I became an advocate reader. Like I said, I would do 2 books a week sometimes, and then if we were on lockdown, I might do a book every day because you don't get to come out the cell, so you just lay in your bed and read all day long. You just burning pages.
All the time.
What I found out with reading books is that you can learn in 3 or 4 days what it took somebody else 20 years to do.
Yo, that's history right there. Woo, I never heard nobody say that. I never looked at that like that. You just said something that was so key. You said, would it take somebody now, not to cut now, I had a friend. She had a strenuous job. So I said to her one day, she was explaining her job, a little bit of her job to me, and I said, I could probably do your job. She got offended. She said, oh, you disrespectful. I went to college for this job. I went to college and you. So I said, so you telling me if I didn't go to college with you, I have no qualifications of learning. You couldn't teach me this yourself after you got the education on it. You telling me I would have to literally do the 4 to 6 years you did to really learn this? And it was crazy. So you saying that, Rick, is like, did I really offend her? Or is it true, like you just said, you can learn something that it took somebody 20 years or maybe even went to college for in this book that somebody narrowed down?
Right, and gave you all the highlights. All the things that was important. Because some of the things about our life that we do are not necessarily important enough for somebody who's trying to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
You know, that you may not even want to know that stuff. So they can cut that out. Go straight to the bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? Don't lead all that waste over here. You take the waste and get rid of it.
Right.
We're gonna take this part here and we're gonna chew on this. We're gonna make this our stepping stone.
Right.
What motivates us, what drives us. So, you know, when I learned that about books, you know, I was watching Farrakhan one day. You know, they finally got me to go to the Nation of Islam, and I was watching Farrakhan, and he made a statement. He said, "Study them." And so, you know, when they say study them, and the first thing should come to everybody's mind is who?
Right.
Who should I be studying?
Study.
What came to my mind is study whoever you're going to be doing war with.
Ooh.
So with me, I didn't need to study the Crips and the Bloods.
Right.
I didn't need to study the pimps, the prostitutes, the dope dealers. I didn't need to study none of them. I already knew them. So what came to my mind is study the people who run this country.
Right.
Find out what they did. How did they get in their position?
Wow.
And that's what I did. And that's why I'm able to move the way that I move. And people don't even understand it yet. They don't even get it. They don't even get it yet. But they will.
They think you were supposed to be rowdy with the energy. And that's why I tell people sometimes being humble and be with peace. Again, that life path. You understood your life path, Rick.
Well, you know, we got a lot of stuff twisted. We believe, I've had people tell me, because of the way I dress,
right,
that I make it harder for myself. They tell me that I should go out, buy the latest jeans, you cut my hair, because I might go 2 or 3 weeks without cutting my hair. I don't care.
We done time. See, and that's the beautiful thing, 'cause I did time too. So, just you don't know what comfortability is until you can face. Now I got a little big forehead. My forehead I had to have this forehead out, y'all. And nobody cared what I looked like. We walked up and down the block. We went to the yard.
And I ain't trying to impress nobody.
There you go.
See, it's nobody that walks this planet that I feel like I got impressed.
Right.
When I walk in the room, I feel like, oh, another motherfucker like me. No bigger, no smaller, no taller. You just like me. We the same.
Mm-hmm.
We really equal.
Right. Right.
But now maybe in your background you had somebody that gave you a tip. And you made a few $1 million, a few $100 million, maybe even a few $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, you're still no better than me.
Right. Right.
Because if we were in a room and 5 people in the room, and somebody came in the room and they asked the poorest guy in the room, say, one person get to walk out of here alive. You pick. I guarantee you he gonna pick himself.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how bad he doing, how broke he is,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna want to live.
Rough.
So when you look at life like that, no matter how much money, I mean, this pandemic kind of showed us that I don't care if you play basketball, if you scored 1,000 points in one game, you just like everybody else.
Else. Yup.
Shut it down.
Yup.
Cut it off.
Facts.
So when I look at life, man, life is so much like that.
Yeah.
We're all important. Every last one of us.
Every last one of us, yup.
And for me, I have to show that respect to whoever it is, that I come in contact with. I don't care if you've been homeless for 30 years. I just started shooting the other day. I got 2 homeless guys sleeping on the side of my shop, living in their cars. And I walked up to him and I started talking to him. I want to find out how did you get here? How long you been out here like this? And capture their story.
Right.
So I'm gonna be pitching this, if I can help these guys turn their life around. I really want to help them turn their life around.
And you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna try. One of my favorite books, it says that the strong man can only make the weak man strong if the weak man decides that he wants to be strong.
He dropping jewels, y'all. He dropping jewels. Listen, please go get those. Go get those, man. And all his contributions, man, and stuff. Like I said, when he started this, first thing he said was he gonna change the world, right? So
Absolutely.
I want you to speak.
Because if people knew my story, if they knew that I couldn't read till I was 28 years old.
Wow.
But I went from being a non-reader to where I could debate the law with law scholars.
This is what I'm saying. That's why I say you can push your mind to anything, y'all. Before you think you gotta destroy yourself and you lacking, believe me, man, your mind is powerful.
What I found out is whatever you channel your energies in, that's what you're going to be good at.
Right. Right.
Whatever you focus on, whatever you really, really want. Not what you say you want. Because, people will say, oh, I want to quit smoking dope.
Mm-hmm.
But in the back of their mind, they saying, shit, I just want to get away from these motherfuckers so I can go get high. It's a difference than the person who says, you know what, I'm fed up. I'm done. This is over.
Right.
That's what I had to do with cocaine. Because I never had a problem with selling cocaine.
Right.
Until I found out that it could take my life forever. Then I said I had to quit. I had to give it up. No matter how much you love it, no matter how much you want to be, because selling cocaine is an addiction. Right. It can be just as addictive as using. Maybe even more. Because let me show you the difference between a user and a seller. The user's family is going to tell him, you know what they're going to tell him? What the user's family going to tell him?
You got to stop using. Or
Stop using. Guess what the dealer's family tell him?
sell more.
Can I get some of that money?
Oh, man. Right? Mm.
Can you loan me a 100, a 200? So they're never gonna come to him and say, "Boy, you doing wrong."
Right.
Very sudden. Every now and then, moms might crack. Boy, you gonna go to jail.
Right.
But I'm saying for the most part, it's not stress that you should not be a drug dealer. It's accepted because they all take the money.
Right.
The guy at the liquor store, he knows. The people at the gas station, the tennis shoe guy, they all know. They can recognize that you're a dealer, but they all encourage it because they take the money.
Right.
So anybody who takes the money is a form of encouragement.
Wow. Wow.